Alrighty. Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the world of driving a freaking 18 wheeler where none of your plans go through. Not one of them. Not one stinking plan goes through. None of your plans go through. Driving an 18 wheeler. Welcome to my world. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. Trying not to get ran over by people that don't. Everybody's waking up now. I've been up since 11 o'clock yesterday, waiting to get this load. They said, "Oh, you just come after midnight." Oh no, I got there after midnight. Oh, well, we don't print it up till 5 o'clock in the morning. Then you need to say that on the paperwork. You need to say that on the paperwork. But I'm trying to turn over a new leaf and not bitch, moan, and complain. We're not too. We're not doing too good with that. We're not doing too good with that. But hey, it is what it is. Good morning to the real world. Good morning to folks waking up and starting your day. Good morning to you retired folks. Good morning to you folks that still up from the middle of the night. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, because of the friends I have, I've become spoiled, and I'm ready for another vacation. And I ain't been, I ain't been back on the road for 2 months. I'm ready for another vacation. Cause I look at a lot of the cruise vlogs, and I don't get me wrong, I like these other ships, but I'm like, I'm Carnival. Um, some people obvious, and that it's so obvious the prejudice because they think because it's black folks and minorities on Carnival, they're ghetto. Well, all stuff that happens on Carnival happens on these other ships also. Sorry to sorry to burst your bubble. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Trying not to get. Good morning. Good morning. All these other ships, you just have a certain amount of people that never cruised before that don't know how to act. You got a certain amount of people that live in the hood, and it could be the hood or the trailer park, however you want to say it, but they're used to a certain way. They'll spend more money on their sneakers than on their, abode. And, or in there's certain things, you know, on a ship is crowded, on a ship is this, and the people not used to that. And they, and when they want to drinking and especially the drinking, when you have too much to drink real quick, because most people, I'm gonna get the drink package because everything's so expensive, and they have too much to drink, and then a lot of alcoholics or drinkers are violent when they get drunk. Me, I'm the opposite. I slur and I'm the I love you man, and I'm ready to go to sleep. You know, but I mean, I've never really gotten drunk on a cruise ship. But a lot of stuff happens. A lot of stuff happens, and people only hear about Carnival, but it happens on these other ships too. But I would like to try some of the other ships, but I hear some of the horror stories from the other ships. I'm not really. Uh, I'm not really ready to go on, like, especially the Italian ship, like Costa Cruise Line and all that. Because if I'm on there, I paid good money to cruise here, and you yell at me if I'm out videotaping, you're gonna get bitch slapped. I'm telling you right now. Hey, Mike, what's going on? You're not gonna yell at me for me videotaping, or you get people you can't videotape me. You're in a public scene. You can videotape, but I could care less. You know, I'm I'm not a professional. Look, half the videos y'all don't see of the cruise ship because on my other one it jumps so much you get dizzy looking at it. You know what I mean? You get dizzy looking at it. But a lot of people, they bring their attitudes on vacation. And long story short, I had an attitude too. And I was like, I'm not tipping these people. I don't spend $2,500 for this. I'm not tipping nobody. But then I remember one cruise. I said this story, and I'm gonna say it again. I said on one cruise, I sat there. I'm gonna start that night. We were, mostly you have a wait staff of 3 people, and 9 times out of 10, either they're African or they're Filipino or somewhere in Southeast Asia, somewhere. And they call you by your first name. They're really nice. They're polite. They really, whatever. If they don't like you, they ain't saying it in your face. Okay, they're not saying it in your face. And I started noticing that. And then I noticed this one young lady. And one night, cause I'm being greedy, I remember the beginning. I've seen that same lady that did that waited our tables was serving food on the breakfast line. And then later on that day, I seen her doing something else in a different uniform. And I just continually ran into this person all day long. And then later on that night, my greedy behind was out looking for pizza and potato chips and all this stuff, that you get, that you do on cruise ships to take back to the room to eat myself sick. And I'm trying to be slick about it. Told the wife I'll be right back. I'm doing all that, and I'm in the elevator, and the same person walks in the elevator, and I just had to say, I said, "You've been working on, you still working?" And she said, yes, sir. And I tried to hold a smile. From that day forward, even though I don't have it, I try to save up to give an extra tip to people on these cruise ships because of that. And I've learned to start tipping. And people, a lot of times when you everybody says, even the black waiters and waitresses, black people don't tip. Well, we were never taught to tip because we were never taken out. When you grew up, when I grew up, it was a miracle that we went to McDonald's. That was a special day. But we never went out to dinner as a family. I never seen someone tip. I didn't know that the waiters and waitresses until my mid 20s got below minimum wage. So we don't tip because we were never brought up that way. Oh, it's 18%, it's 20%. What? No, my thing is if you serve me, whatever I got in my pocket, I'm gonna give to you. Or if I got it, you're gonna get it. If you don't give a certain percent, you don't need to be going out. Well, you don't need to be a waiter or waitress either, if that's what you're looking for. And I remember there's a few times I would put my tip on the table because I knew they seen my black behind. They seen that I was African American. So I'm gonna give him the bare minimum. And I would sit there and tell him, put a 20 on the tip. Bam, that's your tip. I want some service. I remember I used to do that when I was single by myself. That's your tip. I want some service. And I just brought that up because I was thinking about, I'm ready for a vacation. I'm ready, but I done got spoiled. I remember before I met my wife, I think I had one vacation in 20 years. And I took, and we went to Disney World, took my son to Disney World. Other than that, I never had a vacation. I didn't even know what that was. And, that's the blessing of, finally, yeah, still struggling, but finally enjoying life gracefully. It's just simple things. My wife sent me a text last night, just thinking about you, love you, miss you. We've been together 10. We've been together 10 years. April 3rd, and been married. February it'll be 8 years. The reason why I am, yes, I'm tired. Yes, I want to be more, live a more healthier life. But yet, no, I spent most of my life, my adult life, most of my adult life miserable. Most of my adult life miserable. So now, why would I want to stay miserable when I got purpose? I've got family. I've got friends. Not a whole bunch because I done kicked most of my family to the curb. But I got some family. I got some friends. But my circle is very small. But why can I not enjoy myself if I'm not well? If I'm sick all the time? The endorphins from overeating is not enough anymore. The endorphins of mad, happy, sad, and stuff in my face is not enough anymore. These man boobs got to go. And and the attitude and the aggravation that I hold on sometimes, like right now. I'm just now leaving the shipper. I was there at freaking 11. I got up at 11. I was there at 11:30, 11:30, 12 o'clock. But I'm just now leaving right now. Normally, I'd be hysterically upset. What's that going to do? Make me more sick. Make me more frustrated. No, I'm going to drive all day, and I'm going home for the day. I'm going to go by Superside and see if they've got any slightly used grass, slightly used turf that has a little bit of green left in it, but it's about to hibernate. And depending on how much they want to roll, I at least get 5 rolls and put it down on that daggone lawn. I'm, I, I'm supposed to be swearing off the auction, but I put in $100 bid for a piece of equipment. And the reason is I only did 100. I'm not going past that, and I'm not even going to look at it. If I win, I'm going to go down there and get it because I need some pieces off of the daggone thing to finish my other core area. I got 2 core areas. They both work, but the 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 cores or the tines, the the holders are $67 a piece. I need 4 of them. The other stuff, all of that, the stuff I need rounds out to about $500. I'm not going to put it in for because it's you could see it's mission off the machine. I need that stuff, but I really don't have the money for it. But I need to go ahead and get those pieces so I can finish putting this thing back together, and then I'm gonna put it on up for sale for about maybe 11, 1200. I don't know, maybe 11, 1200, and then say have a spare machine for parts, and I'm gonna keep the other one. So I'll have one core aerator and put the other one up and just sell it and do a video on it. I, um, I haven't been able to get to my side projects and stuff, but I'm gonna put that thing up for sale. Maybe if I get it the way I want it, I might put it up for two grand. I don't know. We'll see. I need to kind of sort of just put it there and just leave it alone. And if someone looks at it, they don't, then that's it. Because normally I'll put it on Facebook and keep cutting the price down till I get it. No, I'm not doing that no more. But I've checked my ketone levels. What is ketone? When you start living the low carb lifestyle, your body starts converting over. Normally, it will make all the complex carbohydrates that you eat into fat. You know what I'm saying? It won't go for that energy. It'll store it. That's why you're fat. Well, when you withdraw from using all of those carbohydrates, complex carbs and sugar and everything, your body starts producing a hormone called ketones. I believe it's a hormone. Don't quote me on this. And the more ketones in your body, the more your body is converting that stored fat into energy to eat up. And I just checked my levels, and I'm getting, it's a urine. You got to pee in a cup and then dip a strip in there, and it'll show you the darker, the better. Well, I'm getting dark. It's getting darker. I haven't you know, um, I haven't been going crazy. But I've just been keeping an eye and not doing stuff like eating carbs or pretzels and not telling you guys. No, I've actually been good. I even didn't have enough peanut butter. Peanut butter is my favorite thing. I had a few cravings the last 2 days. It's probably because I was bored. I had a few cravings. Good morning, Peach. I had a few cravings, but I muscled through it because I wanted to feel different. Instead of being aggravated yesterday, because I had sat all day and I had to come over 15 hours, then add another 4 hours for the load. So but instead of that, I walked a mile and a half at the rest stop. Just walked around and stayed to myself. Because people be wondering what you doing. Don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm trying to exercise. I'm trying to move some of this tub of lard out of me. I'm trying to get my muscles to eat up some of the sugar in my system. This is what I'm trying to do. Oh, I said, good morning, Urban. How you doing? I'm trying to be positive. One thing about being positive is hard to do when you're by yourself. A lot of times we say we don't need anyone. We don't need nobody. But I know my job as my wife's husband. I'm her sounding board. I'm her cheerleader, and I do cheer her on. And if sometimes I forget, I talk to her like she my buddy. No, she's my wife. And I had to apologize the other day because she said something. I said, that was stupid. And then I was like, wait a minute, I came across wrong. I shouldn't have did that. And I apologize. I'm sorry I said it that way. But I consider her my friend. I consider my best friend, my confidant, my buddy. But I'm still learning how to talk to a woman. And 57 or 50, whatever. And I'm learning how to apologize. See, this new territory. And here's the funny thing: this new territory, but it's fun. It's fun, and it's enjoying. It's. I'm trying to figure this mess out. Like right now, I know it's gonna rain like a mother tomorrow. That's what I need for my grass to keep growing. Um, I know I'm all over the place, but I have a purpose now. I remember I used to drive this truck just like this, with nothing but tears in my eyes, because I was so alone in the world. Everything happened to me. I'm man. I count on one hand how many times I lost everything. But I can count on the other hand how many times I got it back. I'm starting to feel energy. I got my old man socks on because I'm sitting on my butt behind, trying to keep that circulation going. These are the things. These are the things that you got to you, you got to shuffle around. Excuse me. I'm feeling the power of this nasty beet juice that I'm drinking this morning. Yes, I had coffee about 4 hours ago, but I thought, when now let me have some of this beetroot powder, and mix in some water, and have it be just so delicious, and nutritious this early in the morning. Oh my goodness! Well, tomorrow will be 30 days. This is the longest I've actually kept count of me doing a low carb lifestyle. I'm gonna keep going. Now we're gonna do 90 days. I'm gonna keep going. Why? Because I've never had the strength before to do this. Never had the gonads to do this. I need a change. I want to see. I want to see my stomach before I die. And this, you don't know when that's gonna happen. Doing this crap, you don't know when that's gonna happen. You don't know when this is gonna happen. Now, after maybe 6 months, I will venture out into the glycemic index. You know, more, some fruit, adding some fruit here and there as an attaboy to my diet. But right now, I need to leave certain things alone. Right now, like this morning, I had a big old plate of salad. No toppings, no nothing, just a vinaigrette. And why am I doing the vinaigrette? Because it helps my stomach with my acid reflux. And I added a little extra um, apple cider vinegar to it to add to it. So I'm on the right path. I know I'm so wishy-washy that I'm just waiting for one excuse to get off the path. But I'm not giving myself any excuses to turn back. You know what I'm saying? To turn back. I'm not making excuses. Why? Because I don't have control over this. Now, when I have control over this, yeah, I might, have some tea with a teaspoon of honey or some mess like that. Yeah. But right now, I need to go full tilt boogie, cold turkey. That's why when I said I got the low carb tortillas, Mike, don't you tell me it's not good. Y'all don't listen to Charles ain't going natural my ass. I ain't call the man out, but he ain't going natural my ass. Nigga, please. Ninja, please. Sorry about that. But like Thanksgiving, look, I need a hall pass for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving and the day after, I need a hall pass. I need to get my wife macaroni and cheese and one small slice of red velvet. I need one hall pass. I'm gonna have one small slice. My wife's cooking red velvets. She's cooking 2 cakes. We're gonna eat with Charles and his family down in Alabama. So she's taking 2 cakes. I need one probably the day before. I'm gonna be hanging around the house drinking moonshine and but I need a hall pass for that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just having a whole big old conversation. But I understand, and the thing is does anybody know if you keep drinking this beet juice, is it gonna make it taste any better? God. You keep drinking this beet juice, it's gonna make it taste any better. Oh boy. I'm getting too old for this mess. That's the next thing. You know, you're looking for a sugar substitute. This isn't this something called? It's called agave or something like that. I'm trying to do something here. Young beets have carrot, the sugar in them. You know, I'm trying to find what's best for me. What's best for me, it probably ain't gonna be better for y'all. Cause look, I'm on the road. I gotta get some processed food, some sausages, cause meat is so freaking expensive. I can't afford it. Remember, I used to get some hamburger patties. Hamburger costs an arm and a leg now. That's freaking ridiculous. And see, for the numbnuts that voted for Trump, if he puts his tariff on everything, y'all do know your salad's going through the roof. Your fruits and vegetables are going through the roof. So you might want to drop some more seed in your yard and have you some extra, because the stuff that you buy at the store, you ain't gonna be able to get year round anymore because it comes across the Mexican border, and the high Cheeto head is going to put tariffs on all of that. All of those vegetables that come across the border. And you know, even though bananas is 50 cents, like 59 cents a pound, that's going to go through the roof because they come in on a banana boat. If you even seen, if I ever pick up in the port with the ship that brings bananas in, I'll take a picture of it, and you'll never eat another banana if you haven't grown it yourself. You'll never eat another banana again. All the paint chipping off that. I mean, it's got to be the nastiest thing. It looks like a ghost ship. It looks like a freaking ghost ship. You know, um, all of that stuff is imported. Charles used to pick this stuff up, so he'd tell you. He'd tell you that it comes across the border. He'd be like, "Where you at? Oh, I'm down. I'm down on the. I'm down in Texas getting vegetables." It's the crazy things that these supermarket chains lie to you. They'll send a truck all the way to pick up oranges in Florida and bring them out to California and rebox them and then send them east, California grown. They'll rebox them. They'll say, vine ripened tomatoes. And they'll put those tomatoes in the back of the truck like I'm carrying, and they'll gas the thing, close the door, and tell you don't turn your reefer unit on until 400 or 500 miles into your run. Good morning. I see more people coming in. Good morning. Until 400 or 500 into your run. They gas your stuff. The peanuts you pick in South Georgia, they gas that too to get all the bugs off of it. But we're eating, but guess what? We're getting that too. I don't know if you guys seen, I'm probably going to, I'm probably done with the sushi. Keith Lee, he does, food reviews, and he loves sushi. He was doing this review in Washington State, and he had some salmon. I think it was salmon, and he had it on chopsticks, about to put it in his mouth, and people noticed that something was wiggling at the bottom of that salmon. Lord Jesus, Mary and Joseph, and he ate it. But see, we don't know. That's why. Remember the old days, boy. You better cook your food all the way. Cook that pork or whatever. Cook that or whatever. And they tell you to get the parasites out of you. To eat papaya seeds and take this herb and take that herb. These are the things that we're doing. So I'm gonna be looking into. I've blown it off because time's a bit tough. I'm gonna be looking into getting a half a cow. There's a farmer down in I think it's northwest Georgia, a cattle farmer. I'm gonna see about getting half a cow or get a full cow going, half a child. He with it. He told me he was, but I'm just seeing about it and getting half a hog and finding stuff more closer where people try to keep their chemicals a little down with in our food supply. Exactly. Keep that's why, like, there's a lady. She's from Turkey. She's in our our YouTube stream. She's from Turkey. She told me it was in a text, not a text like we ain't getting, but a YouTube message. No, I would think it was a live. She says, I'm from Turkey, and my husband What they do is they take a piece of beef and they chop it up real fine, and they say that that's and add some acid, some acidic, lemon juice, and that's supposed to, that's it's cooked. She was like heck, I'm never eating that man. And see, I said all that to say this: when you're trying to live a healthier life, you got to start figuring out how to cook it, how to prepare it, and most of the time, we all were brought up different. We were all brought up different. Like me, I'm not from the islands, but I love me some curry. I love me some curry. And I've always wanted to go to Jamaica, not to get drunk, not to party, not to go to this falls or do this or whatever. I want to go to Jamaica to get me some curry chicken, not curry goat, because I heard they got a lot of bones in it. I ain't ready. I ain't that ready yet. But to get some curry chicken, I got some curry chicken, and I hope I say it right. Peas and rice, or rice and peas, and the rice and peas was little dry, but it was like eating this dish in the motherland that I savored every bit of it because I've always wanted to have curry chicken in Jamaica. And it was one of the, I don't have a big long bucket list, but that was one of them. And, and I just had so much fun doing it. I had so much fun doing it. What am I going to do now that I'm changing my eating habits? What am I going to do when the next cruise coming? And it's coming up in March. How far am I going to fall from the wayside? What am I saying? My biggest fun is eating myself sick. And every cruise, what am I supposed to do now? And don't put in there. Don't put the Texas. Just have one meal. You know what? You get cussed the fuck out. I have to. I have to convince myself. I have to convince myself that now that you're on this journey, you're gonna have to slow your roll on the cruise ship. You're gonna have to not eat 3 or 4 breakfasts, 4 lunches, 2 dinners, in between snacks and pizza. That's not going. That's not going to. That's not going to. It's not going to fly. It's not going to fly. And I'm going to be really sad. Probably the first cruise that we go on. I'm going to be sad because I'm going to try to. I'm going to try my best to curb it down a whole lot. And that's going to be so sad because I've got 10 years of rolling like a pig. And, Guy's Burger Joint and pizza and midnight runs. And it's official. The midnight buffet is back on with Carnival. They were doing it anyway on the bigger ships. There was chicken nuggets and stuff on, they were serving late night. People saying, what they were doing anyway? Because they were testing it out. It's just official. No, it wasn't hunger. It wasn't even emotional. You know what I was doing? I was doing what people do. No, what was doing what I'm doing is what people do when they get the drink package. I got to get my money's worth. So I'm not allowed to get drunk. So I got to get my money's worth eating all this food. I know that sounds stupid. One meal like hell. I know it sounds stupid. But that's what I've got to get my money's worth. I ain't got enough. I ain't to get my money's worth. I got to eat till my stomach is busting out. And then, and then that sounds just so stupid. That really sounds so stupid. You know, it really does. So I got to start working. I got to start working now. Like right now, I got to start working now to start changing my mindset for when we go on this cruise. Changing my attitude when we go on this next cruise. Oh, I'm preparing you. Nah. I'm gonna try, but I'm gonna admit it if I did it. I'm going to try. But if I get my behind below 220, if I get my butt below 220, no, I'm not gonna say that. But I'm going to try. Like I said, I could do the guy's burger without the bun. Can't have the fries. Um, they, there's a lot of meat. You can't get a whole lot of bacon. The sausage ain't got no flavor to it. Ever since COVID, the sausage ain't got no flavor. I can get two omelets. I could fill myself up like that. So, and they got the walking path. So it's possible, but I got to start coming up with a game plan right now because even if I do ask for a hall pass, I don't want to go so off the deep end that it's going to take me months to get back. You know what I mean? I don't want to go so far off the deep end. I would like to have a cheat day. Even the doctor said it's okay to have a cheat day, but I'll be on a cruise to be a cheat week. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's gonna be hard, but I'm gonna have to start preparing myself now. I mean, really, it's gonna be hard, and that's okay. Life. Who said life was easy? But but if I if I start working at it and figuring out, maybe I can at least cut the gluttony instead of 100%, maybe 25%. I don't know, and keep the gluttony to just the meats and the vegetables and the salad. They tons of salad. I get salad out the wazoo, not with all those crazy toppings and stuff like that. Um, we'll see because normally, what I travel with Charles and his wife, and we always do live, so we'll be cutting up and talking crap about it in the morning. So it's not like it won't be brought up. You know what I mean? It's not like it won't be brought up. But the good thing about the boat we're going on, I think it's the new Caribbean ship. I'm gonna be ripping and running, so I'm gonna get a lot of freaking exercise on that ship. I'm gonna get a lot of exercise, and that is the other thing where I'm gonna be working towards. Because right now I'm I'm gonna be able to go home today for the night, and I'm gonna get my push-up bars. I got brand new, brand new in the box push-up bars. It's been sitting in the garage. I'm like, I'm gonna do push up, but now I'm gonna do it because you don't want to put your hands or whatever on the ground near a truck. It's all kind of nastiness. You'll never survive. You'll be like typhoid Mary. You know, truck stops are not the cleanest places in the world. Trust and believe. But I want to start doing. I don't do your normal push-ups. I do like these half push-ups, but it's something, something. I want to get up to 50 of those half whatever a day, and then do a technically full-on push-up, and get to full push-ups, 50 push-ups a day before I start my day. Well, that's what Mike. I'm admitting it. It's just eating to excess. I'm trying to get my money's worth. But now I got to figure out another way to get my money's worth on this cruise ship than the stuff in my face. And that's what I'm talking about. I got to start talking about it now because December 1st, I got to pay off this. I got to pay off because if I forget, everybody gonna kill me. I got to pay off this cruise. I'm gonna do it December 1st. I'm gonna pay off this cruise. Everybody gonna kill me if I don't. So I gotta pay this off. But we're gonna be on a mega ship. We gonna when we went on the celebration and cruises is fun anytime. She knows she wanted to cuss me out on live. Said you didn't tell me how bad it was. I said yes I did. I emphasized get you a brand new pair of sneakers because you're gonna do some walking. On the celebration and the Mardi Gras, we averaged about 8 miles a day. That's how big these ships are. So we're going on the biggest ship, so it's gonna be even worse. I'm gonna get two. I'm gonna pay the money to get some running shoes, so I'm gonna be able to be comfortable while I'm walking around this ship and searching and seeing stuff and looking at stuff and being a part of the surroundings and laughing and cutting up and losing at spades because I know. Okay, Mister. You gonna come with me and show me how to get my money's worth? No, better yet, you don't be lifting miss your daggone shoulder up. Well, we're gonna be walking. I'm gonna get my exercise. Look, I'm tell you right now, I'm not receptive to this good advice that some of y'all are giving. 'Cause I want to go stuff my face when I get on that boat. But I gotta start changing my attitude now. So when I get on the boat, it'll be a whole lot less damage than what I would do if I went on the boat right now. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? I got to change. I got to start working on my attitude. So when I do get on the boat, I'm coming with a battle plan, and not going full tilt boogie crackhead eater. You know what I mean? You ain't staying fat. You ain't staying. You be lying. You just hey, you just change when it start hurting. That then you'll cut it out. And yeah, and don't listen to his bullshit live. Charles ain't fat. boy, boy, that's none but when you do that, that whatever number that ninja got nothing but muscle. When you like do the hand pounding, there's nothing but a brick wall. He might have a little bit of fat, but that's covering nothing but a brick wall. So don't give me that bull. He'd be patting you on the back, knock your lungs out your chest. He thinks that people don't know, but he'll come around because when you start eating healthy, you start feeling better, and then you start, you can do more. You can do more crazy crap. You can do more crazy crap because now it's in getting on a cruise ship, and you too big. You too big to do certain things. I was on the when we was on the horizon. I was over 250. You can't be over 250 to be on certain activities. And they were like, "Sorry, sir, we can't let you on." I was like, "What? You got to be a certain weight," and that's embarrassing. So, and it really ain't because y'all will never see me again anyway. Sometimes they do, but it's embarrassing. So that's why I'm looking to continue this. Again, tomorrow's gonna be 30 days, but 30 days isn't enough. 30 days isn't enough to change my attitude to live right, to live a healthier life. It's not enough. I need more. I'm I'm hard headed. I need it pounded into my head. Oh yeah. Okay, you'll see when they say, "I'm sorry, Mr. Lane, you can't get on the roller coaster." But this is helping my relationship with the missus because that's a love language. When I say I'll go walking with her, she is just happy as all get out. I'm mad as heck. She's like, "You wanna go? You just go there. I'm following." I'm not happy exercising. I don't give a flip what y'all say. I'm focusing on it, trying to get done. Now I'll be happy with the results, but I will never be happy exercising. I remember our first cruise. I was pushing 300 plus. I'm about to shut it down. I'll push 300 plus. Norma was knee deep into boot camps, so she paid for a boot camp on the cruise. I'm 300 plus, out of shape, no workout or whatever. I had some shorts on, some cargo shorts, and we doing this exercising. And this muscle bound Filipino dude kept on saying, "You're all right, sir. You're all right. You're all right." And I said, "Mother effer, you ask me one more time, I'm all right. We're gonna have a freaking problem." "No, I'm not all right. I don't want to do this mess. I don't want to do this f bomb, f bomb, f bomb." And they both laughing and whatnot, but I did it, and I made it through. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, we got jokes this morning. We need to go walking over there. Uh, that park over there. There's no walking paths. You just walk in the woods, and you look for spray paint on a tree stump. Certain colors tell you which path to go. Charles took us over there, and I was like, "What in the heck?" But we need to do stuff like that. Get back to the basics, you know. Get back to the eczema side. All right, guys, I done flapped my gums for a good minute. Um, Coming up next, Wellness with Frugal Mom. Get your workout on and your morning affirmations. Please check her out. She has become fully monetized. Congratulations. I'm gonna be in tears when I become fully monetized. She's become fully monetized. Please check her out. Um, After that is, I believe, Eddie Lugo Studios is a quick. He has a quick morning video, and then go. I think Cruising is Fun Anytime is after that. Please check these folks out. They're really good people and very supportive. And also check Mike out. Uh, Check Mike out with his squirrel videos. Mike, don't bring that squirrel in the house. Somebody will find out and call the ASPCA on you. You know, chop the poor squirrel's head off. Leave them squirrels to themselves. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, and as always, if you don't think nobody loves you, I love you and God loves you. Y'all stay blessed. See you guys tomorrow. Deuces.